Okay, last class we finished up to this activity, first chapter, exercise part, up to C we finished. All of you remember that. After that, answer the following is that I will give in the WhatsApp group. Answer the following I will post in the WhatsApp group. The next is a worksheet. Have you done this worksheet? Anybody done this worksheet? Say yes or no? Anybody done this worksheet? No answer. Okay, no. Okay, let us do that. Here first activity is there. That is two pictures are there. One is computer, the other one is human being. Some characters are written here. Read the following features carefully. Match each features to whom it belongs. Okay. I get tired. To whom that belong? That character to whom that belong? Or that feature? Computer or human? Human. Okay. So that is to human. Computer never gets tired. Okay. So those who are having textbook, you can mark with pencil. Okay. Then second one is already marked. I work fast. I work faster. It is computer. Then third one, I never make mistakes. I never make mistakes. Human or computer? See that, human or computer? Computer will never make mistake. So that is feature of computer. The next one, I never forget things. Who is that, machine or computer? Okay, computer. It is computer. Then I can take decisions. Computer or human being? I can take decisions. Can you take decisions? Can you take decisions? Can you take decisions? Yes. So that is human being. Computer cannot take any decisions on its own. Then I run on electricity. I run on electricity. Are you running on electricity? No. So that is computer. So this is the first part of that worksheet. Then second part is here. Write I for input, P for process, O for output. Here some process is there. First one is connected with the ATM machine. ATM machine where we will be using our debit card or credit card to take money. So that three things are displayed here, connected with the ATM. First one is ATM machine. Second one is the debit card. Third one is the money that you get from the ATM. Now you have to write which is the I, that is input, which is P, process, which is O, that is output. So in ATM, what is the process? What is the input for ATM? What you give to the ATM? ATM card. So second one is this is I, input, that we give to the machine. Then what we get from the machine, ATM machine? What is the output? Money. So here you can see that money, currency. Currency is the output. Then who is doing all these things? Who is checking that card and giving you money? who is checking your card? ATM. Okay, this machine, ATM machine. Okay, ATM machine is processing. It is checking the amount of money in your card, and if money is in your card, that machine will give money through that. Okay, somebody's switch off the microphone. Somebody's mic is working. Okay, then second one, that is a popcorn. So all of you are familiar with popcorn. A corn is fried and you will get the popcorn. Okay, when you are going to theaters, cinema talkies, or what we call it as multiplex, or some exhibition stalls, you can see this process is going on. From where you will get that popcorn, 50 rupees, 100 rupees or 10 rupees, you have to pay. Now what is the input, what is the process, what is the output, that you have to tell me. Here in the middle you can see the machine, that is the machine that fries the corn. So how we are making the popcorn, or how we are making the popcorn? We need corn. Yes or no? Yes or no? Can you hear me? Okay, now tell me which is the input in this case? Which is the input in this? Corn is the input. Okay. The third one is the input. Then process. That is in the middle. That machine that makes the popcorn. That is process. Then output is? Okay, so this is output. So in this way you should be able to identify the input, process, output. Okay. So that is all for the first chapter. And we are going to second chapter, that is file management. So before starting that chapter, you should know what is file. Okay, have you any idea about what is a file? Have you any idea about what is a file? That means whatever we want to keep in a computer, it will be in the form of a file. Okay, whatever that is, whether it is a picture or whether it is a text file, or whatever you do in a computer that you want to keep in the computer will be in the form of a file. Okay, so whatever we are storing in the computer, we should be able to manage. Manage means you should be able to open it, you should be able to delete it, you should be able to move from one place to another place, you should be able to rename that. Okay, so how many process we can do on the file? So that is known as file management. Making a new file, copying a file, deleting a file, all are called file management. Okay, you know that a computer can store huge amount of information or data. But do you know how it is stored in a computer? Where it is stored in a computer and how it is stored in a computer. Okay, computer store it as files. I already told you, whatever we want to store in a computer, it will be in a form of a file. And what is a file? File is some information or related information or related data. Some details that we are keeping in a computer is called a file. Okay, you have learned how to make simple drawings in the Paint program. Paint program, all of you know. So this is a Paint program. Okay, this all of you know how to draw in a Paint program. You can use pencil and you can draw. You can use shapes and you can draw different shapes. So this is a program, Paint program. Now I am drawing some pictures. Then if I want to save in this computer, I have to convert this image into a file, or I have to change this image into a file, otherwise it will not be in the computer. Now if I want to save the file, here in this MS Paint, one option is there. You have to click the Paint tab. When you click the Paint tab, you will get the option to save. Okay, save. Now when you are clicking the save, you will be getting a save as dialog box. You are saving this picture as what type? Save as type, PNG or JPG or different types of image you can save inside the computer. But when you are saying, all will be one picture. So inside the computer it will be stored in different formats or different ways. So here I am using PNG type file. Now what is the name that you want, or how you want to get it from your computer storage? Once you saved your image in a computer, if you want to take it back, you should be able to identify it. You should be able to know that file by something. For that we have to give a name. That is the first thing we have to give, file name. For example, I am giving the name picture, Picture. So this is the thing using which MS Paint will identify that image in the computer. Okay, if you forgot the name, MS Paint cannot be able to open. It will not be able to open that image. Okay, then after giving the name, here in the top you can see on the left hand side you can see so many locations are there. These are different places in the computer. C, D, E, F, all these are computer storage devices. You can see some box like icons. That is C is one drive, D is another drive, E is another drive, then USB drive is here. One pen drive I am connecting to my computer, that is USB drive. Okay, whatever storage are there, you can see here. You can select where you want. In this computer, I am going to save it in this folder, store folder. Then what is the name? That name you have to remember. Then inside this drive, so many locations are there. These folders are different locations, just like a different rack in your cupboard. This drive is just like a cupboard. When you open the cupboard, you can see so many partitions inside your cupboard. So these folders are like that, so many partitions of that drive. So in which rack you want to store, that way you can select in which folder you want to store. Okay. So here so many folders are there. I am storing in this T folder, and file name is picture. That time you have to remember the drive you are saving, that is E drive, that is hard disk with the name E. Then inside that hard disk another place is the T, that is the folder. Inside that place we are saving this image with a name picture. Okay, now I saved that file. Now this picture is in my computer. Okay, next day I open my computer again, then I want to open that image, saved image. So this MS Paint should be able to identify that picture using that name. For that, you have to tell MS Paint what is the name of that file. For that we will be clicking Paint button, then we will be clicking Open. Now here is a point of confusion where we saved our file. So many racks are there, so many places are there. So you have to first find out the correct cupboard or first storage device. Here I stored on the left hand side, left pane, you can see all the places. I stored E drive. So I selected E drive. Inside E drive, so many folders are there. I remember that folder is T. Then open that T by double clicking. Now you can see the content of that folder T. Okay, now you can see that file, picture. Select that picture, click open. Now that image is taken from that hard disk or your storage to your memory. Okay, when we are saving, that picture is in our computer memory. It is not permanently in our memory. Whenever turn off our computer, what is in our working memory will be lost. So if we want it on a later day or a later stage, we want to save it in a permanent storage. That is our hard disk. That process is known as saving. Okay. Now you created a file. That file name is picture. Now you got it. What is file? Is it clear? Say yes or no. Say. Okay, whether you are saving a Paint program or a notepad file or any text file, all applications you are doing the same. Okay, anything you create using a computer such as picture or text is saved as a file. A file is collection of related information. Then why do we need to save a file? That I already explained. If you do not save the file, whatever you have done on a computer, like drawing a picture or typing a text, will not be able to open it in the next time when you want to work on it again. That means if you shut down your computer without saving, whatever you work will be lost. Okay. You will have to start from the beginning. Next day, mute your microphones, Andrew. First, mute your microphone. Okay. When a file is saved on a computer, you can open it at any time and make the changes if you wish and save the file again. At any time you can open the file like this and you can make changes. Whatever changes you want to make, you can make the changes. And after that, if you want to store this information also in that file, existing file, you have to Sandro, who said some? Mute your microphone. Okay, if you want to save the changes, you have to click save button again, or you have to click the paint button and you have to click again. Then only these two green shapes will be saved. Okay, that means you can make any changes, modifications whenever you want after opening the file. Okay, next is creating and saving a file. This I already shown you how to create. For saving a file, you have to click the start button, then go to accessories group. In Windows 7, that will open. Okay, after that you can create. The remaining I already shown you. Okay, start button, all programs, accessories, paint. Now the paint will open. Now draw a picture in paint. Okay, we already drawn one picture here. This picture we have drawn. If you want to draw another picture, you can draw. Okay, draw a picture. Then next what we want to do, you can see the word untitled. When you open a new file, on the title bar, this is the title bar. On the title bar, you can see the name untitled. Untitled means you have not given any name. This Vinaya Sachin, please mute your microphone. Vinaya Sachin, okay. When you see on the title bar untitled, that means you have not saved your file. If you save your file, that untitled will automatically change to the name you have given for the file. Here you can see now the file name is picture. On the title bar you can see the file name picture. Okay, now you can see the word untitled is written on the title bar of the Paint window. This is the default name. Default name means the name that will appear when you open. Automatically the name will be the default name for any file. This shows that you have not saved the file and given a name to it. When it is shown untitled on the title bar, that means you have not given a new name. Okay, when you are saving, you have to give another name. Okay, now let us see the step to save a file. So all of you know how to save the file. Okay, click the Paint button. This is the Paint button. Click the Paint button. Now you will get a menu. Okay, when you click the Paint button, here you can see when you click the Paint button, you will get the menu. All this menu related with files. New file, open existing file, save the working file. Save as means making a new copy of the saved file. Print means to take the printout of the screen in a printer. Okay, how many options are there? Send email, set as background. Background means desktop background. Set as desktop background. Properties means what are the details of the image. Then exit means close the program. Close Paint. That is the option. So this is the Paint button. Okay, click the Paint button and select Save option. Now you will get the Save As dialog box. This Save As dialog box I already explained. In the Save As dialog box, bottom you can see the file name. A text box for typing the file name. There you have to type the file name according to your requirement. When you are giving a file name, it should be a meaningful file name. That means the name of the file should explain what is the content of that file. Okay, if you are saving a picture of a rose, you can give the name rose flower. Okay, if you are saving a picture of a cat, you can give the name cat, black cat or white cat, depending upon the color. You can give the name, meaningful name. What is the advantage of giving such name? When you are opening a file, without opening the file, you will understand what is the content of that file. Okay, if a file is named as black cat, without opening, you will understand that is a picture of a black cat. If you named a file rose, without opening that file, you will understand that picture is a flower or a rose flower. Okay, that is why the name of the file should be meaningful, that tells what the content is. Okay, after typing the name, you have to remember where you are saving, which folder, which drive. After that, click Save button. Okay, now that file is saved. Okay, notice that this file name replaces the word untitled in the title bar. When you save a file on the title bar, here you can see the file name automatically changed. Now this is a saved file. The name I given is picture. So you can see on the title bar picture. The unsaved file, you can see here the file name is untitled. Okay. So if you see untitled, that means you have not saved your file. But you can also save the same name, untitled name you can save, but it is meaningless. When you are saving, you have to change the name. Now, where are these files stored in a computer? When you save a file, where this file is kept inside the computer. Okay, when you open my computer, just click the my computer. Now you can see all the storage locations in your computer. When you click the my computer or double click and open the my computer, or right click my computer and open. So this is my computer. In Windows 10, this PC. My computer name will change. That will become this PC. What are the things in this PC, or what are the things in this computer? So here you can see C, OSC. OS is the name for this C drive. C drive is a partition of a hard disk. Hard disk is the place where you can store data and information permanently. This is secondary storage. One hard disk we can partition. We can make so many partitions. So here 1, 2, 3 partitions are there in this hard disk. One partition name is OS, that is C drive. Second one partition is waste, that is D drive. Then third partition name is store, that is E drive. Then this is pen drive, USB drive. It is written there, USB drive. When I remove the USB drive, this will disappear. And here you can see another icon, that is picture of a CD. So this is the CD drive. If any CD is inside that, it will display the details of that CD also. So these are the storage locations in a computer. This may be different for different computers. Okay, this is the settings in my computer. Your computer may be having different number of drives and different names for that drives. Whatever name, no problem. It is the place where your saved file is stored. In this, the sample file I saved is in this E drive. When I open E drive, you can see so many folders. In this folder named T. In this one folder is there named T. Inside this folder, I saved that file. Okay. What is the name I gave? The name I given is picture. So this is that file. When I double click that file, that picture will open. Okay, it will open in an application. Okay, this is that picture. Okay. So the hard disk is the storage device found in every computer. All files are stored in this disk, that is hard disk. However, if you prefer to carry around the files with you, that means if you want to take the file somewhere else to your neighbor's house or relative house, in that case you should store the files in some other storage device like pen drive or memory card. Okay, some storage devices are pen drive, compact disk or CD, DVD or digital versatile disk, etc. Okay, these storage devices have less storage capacity compared to hard disk. Okay, all this pen drive, CD, DVD are having less storage capacity when we compare it with hard disk. Okay, now it is time to stop.